O'Neil Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Good evening, one and all. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I did promise you that I would bring the moderators back because I was at this time yesterday. So we do have all of the moderators in the house. Well, nearly all. We have Nanya up with us. We have Shaman. We have Sharon Reviews. We have Kasim. We have Goddess London. And we have One Journey. Say good evening, panel. Say good evening. Say good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Good evening, everybody. This is Sharon. How are you guys doing? We're going to have a wonderful night.
A wonderful session.
Yeah.
I have a wonderful question whenever you're ready, O'Neil.
O'Neil Bam Bam.
We're gonna get part of O'Neil case. What is the question, Nanya? What's the question there for O'Neil?
No, go ahead. No, we need the whole audience.
We need them to come on first. No worries. I heard.
Can we tell it's your birthday, though? Tomorrow's your birthday. I'm telling the news.
Yeah, we're
Tomorrow is O'Neil's birthday, everybody. Goddess's birthday is on Monday. And my birthday is the last day of the month. So we have 3 March people. Yeah, we have 3 March people. I'm gonna go to New York, O'Neil. The first week. I'm coming back. My daughter is gonna fly us. My husband's not gonna go, but I'm gonna go to New York for about 2 or 3 days.
What?
Yeah. So I won't be able to harass. Well, I might
You're like
harass.
New York City? The city in like the middle, like Manhattan and those things?
In the middle. I've not been to the middle of the city, so she wants me to see it. So her and her husband. Yeah.
It's very busy.
That's what she said. She said I'd like it. She said I'd like it. So my husband just said don't shop. Okay. I'll do
They
that.
have great shopping places in New York.
He knows I'm a shopaholic.
Expensive, but really nice shopping
Nice
place
place.
there.
You know I'm going to shop. I'm going to buy something.
You love it. You love it. New York, it's busy, but you know.
I will love it.
Is what it is.
I've been upstate. So there's really nothing upstate. So, but I want to go to New York City. I'll stop by Goddess's house on the way back.
Goddess is in New York.
I'm in Jersey.
I know you're in Jersey. I know. Yeah.
I went to
New Jersey too.
I went to Jersey one time and I went to this outlet. They have 9 West. They have all kind of store. I don't remember exactly where. I bought 13 pairs of shoes.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. You must have little feet if you can fit 9 West.
Yeah, back then when 9 West was
like
9 West.
small for me.
No, back then when 9 West was popping. There's no.
Oh, it's not a nice style. Yeah. It's a nice store. They don't anymore? No.
What's wrong with it now?
Boring.
The styles are not like the ones back then.
The ones back in the day.
You go in DSW shoes, the styles are crazy.
Just get off for work, Antoinette. Just get off for work.
No worries, Antoinette. No worries. I know when you're hopping, you're hopping. We're not even fully started. I wanted to get before I run into the big question. I wanted to get into Shaman. You're mentioning something before we came on. You're talking about the story. I like what you're saying in terms of the story. I think Shaman's question was, what was the question, Shaman, about them, separating the Daltons? Do you think they'll separate the Daltons?
I think they should. I think they should separate them for a period of time because if Amber is going to tell her story, she needs the freedom to tell her story and not worry about what Anthony will be embarrassed or anything. So if there's a separation, she'll have that freedom to tell her full story, not worrying about what he's going to think.
Well, one of the things Cassim was saying, Cassim, maybe you can talk to them. Cassim was something about audience and the viewership. Is that where you're thinking that they probably wouldn't separate them? Cassim, you think so?
Yes,
You think
yes.
will we separate them or not?
Viewership would definitely go down, and you know we've all grown to love the Daltons. They're the flagship couple, so we like to see their ups and downs. So I think the best route for them would be separation. Let 2 to 3 months go by. Let Anthony develop a spine because he got a lot more maturing and growing up to do than Amber does. And that would be wonderful to see his evolution.
Yeah, that would be great.
It works.
And then him begging to get her back.
Not too much begging, just a little bit, though. Just a little bit.
He's gonna beg. He's gonna beg. Yes.
You don't need to like.
You want him beg.
I want him to beg. You know I do.
He was on his knees already,
Oh,
so this would not
he
be
can do it again.
time.
He can do it again.
Sammy, the mise en pad now, Sammy. The mise en pad.
So what you want him to? He has to be somewhere.
No, she's, you know what, Chalman and Kasim, I think that's a wonderful idea. They do need to separate. Right now, they're too toxic. Anthony's becoming mentally abusive. He already has been, just in a passive way. And I don't think anybody paid attention to that part. And it helped to push Amber to where she is right now. But if they separated them, I think that would be an awesome part of the storyline. And it would force Anthony to grow. Just don't become a stalker like Shayla.
That makes sense.
Just don't become a stalker.
One journey. Respond to this, and then I want Goddess popping and then popping. One journey, respond to that. Should they separate them? What do you think about the separation of them?
I think that what her lawyer failed to do was prepare her for the steps that she should take. Even though legally she can walk away, walk out, not be penalized in any way, but the lawyer has not taken care of Amber. The lawyer has taken care of herself. Said, 3 years. 3 years of payments.
That's more for that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think if she leaves her peace of mind, that's fine. If she asks them to go in the guest house, that's fine too. But her lawyer hasn't prepared her. And we have to wait for the serve-in of Anthony and what Anthony's lawyer tells him what to do. Because right now we don't know. We're waiting on that legal team to advise you. It is so important that you just don't be in a storm. You know
exactly.
what I mean? Yeah. If you take yourself in a storm publicly, take yourself in a storm privately, there's many rooms in that house. I think it's a 5-bedroom house. It's an old Georgia home. The new homes don't look like that. They look like California. So
they do. They do.
So what's going on right now is there is no counsel to advise her. There's no Brittany. This chick is just about the cash, and she'll keep you rolling as long as she could. That's what she did with Jane.
Ernestine?
With Jane and Ernest, they were terrible. If you look at their own that they behave with, we're so glad they're fighting because we can have more money. Amber still has no advisor. She has no intellectual advisor to say, this is the way we're going to move. So I'm kind of glad she hasn't stepped out yet that he can accuse her of A, B, C, and D or whatever. And we don't find out about detectives yet. We don't even know who those are. Who are the PIs? We're still waiting
to be there. I got a question for you. Why would Wayne want to what purpose would it serve if Wayne separates them? Because that's what I think I wanted to, because that's what Charmaine was saying. Between Charmaine and Cassim, they were saying ratings. Would ratings dip if they separate them?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We want to see the Daltons.
As long as there's no divorce, as long as there's not a divorce and they are with somebody else, if they're separated and are still single by themselves, the ratings will stay. I mean, they'll still be talking to each other, but the
Will they?
relationship that they'll have will not be as toxic. Like they're in the same house, they're just separated, and each person is growing and healing. So when the
Yes.
time comes for
Yes.
them to put them back, they will be a stronger couple. That's all
Let
we're
me
They
tell
said the
you
rate
about-
can go down.
Let me tell you about
Go ahead.
separation.
No.
What if about separation? A man has to have a garage, and a woman needs the train. You're so used to the train coming, 3 times a week, whatever, and all of a sudden there's no train coming, and he is used to the car parked in the garage.
Exactly.
Go right
That's
in.
right, one journey.
Emotion and feeling, and then they're
Oh,
asked
that's
to abstain. And then here's Delicia: smell me, touch me. Don't you want it? It's split in two.
I don't think Anthony is going near any woman. If Amber filed, when he gets those papers, Anthony, I honestly do not think Anthony is going to contemplate talking to anybody because he's going to be watching Amber. He doesn't want Delicia. He doesn't want Shayla. He wants Amber. He wants his wife. And I just don't see him messing around with anybody.
Right. Anthony's already had his fair share of women ripping him off. He does not need to get with any of them dragons. He needs to leave them alone. He needs to sit
dragons.
back and grow up.
They are dragons.
They are.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
dragons.
Yeah.
You know, they will get your money.
Down. He needs to evolve and grow up. Because right now, the way he's going, Amber going to wind up beating him up. Physically beating him up. He needs to calm down and just gotta be
Maybe she
mad.
needs to. Like Shayla does it.
I have a comment. If I don't mind, O'Neill.
So
Go ahead.
one minute, because
Yes.
a lot of people in the comment talking about the separation. This separation is not going to mean that they're not speaking to each other, because they still have the restaurant that they both own. Although Anthony said it's Amber's restaurant, but they're still going to be able to talk to each other, but their speaking to each other will be more civil. They will not be yelling and being toxic. They will be speaking to each other. They will you'll see them, maybe Anthony come and want to take her on a date and all of that. So it's not like a separation where they are in malice and nobody's talking to each other. It's
like
a
that.
separation and not a divorce. It's just a separation for a while, not a divorce, where they can grow.
Yes, Gary.
So you think that's what they will do? That's what you're saying?
I hope they will do that.
I think so.
Okay. Anya, go ahead and get in, Anya. And then
Well, I have a comment, but it's a little off. It was a comment that I received from Carol CC, and I did give Carol a shout out. She mentioned this morning Amber's in the mirror holding Kai, and Anthony throws Wayne in her face, and here she is holding his illegitimate child. The audacity of that man to say something about Wayne and his 23rd special or whatever it was. And I'm holding your baby that you just had in an affair with my ex-best friend. I mean, actually, I didn't even pick up on it until Carol said it. But that
Can't even say ex-best friend. But you're right. You're absolutely right.
Didn't I say ex-best friend? No.
Now they're friends again. But
they're still
absolutely
but
right.
that was just eye-opening. She's standing there with Kai, his child, and he throws Wayne up there for what? Because I call it the blame game at this point. So he's trying to blame. He's going to go through the emotions of divorce also. It's not going to be just Amber alone. But
thank you. I'm glad
Ty,
you're realizing that.
Yes.
I realize it.
So there's a lot going on that I've seen with it, and I'm gonna let Anthony at one point jump in and Goddess jump in. There's a lot that I've seen going on with it this morning, right? Because when you looked at Anthony is okay. One of the things upsetting Anthony, and by the way, Sharon needs to get in as well too. One of the things that's upsetting Anthony, right? And this is kind of why I said what I said from before. Males operate like this. If we know that we have had a cheating episode, to us it's the biggest thing that has occurred.
We know.
The other it's not. That's a piece of us. And so that's why I'm saying when you bring the other things up, he's going to think that's the real issue, but it may not be, which I think y'all have been saying that's the real issue. But the mere fact that she brought the other issues up, that's what's making him now bring those things back up. Because that's what the male's going to start just fire up, because like, okay, you know what, I've been trying to be nice and calm and civil, that's not getting through. So at this point, tell you what, I'm just going to start going nuclear. That's what's happening.
But I'm holding your baby. Yeah. But I'm holding your baby. Here, take your own baby. Here you go.
That's what he should. That's what she should do.
Anthony was not even thinking about
she needs to get out that house, so he won't come up to her.
I think it's coming, Goddess.
She needs to leave the house. She needs to leave the house and go into the guest house, so that way he won't be in her face all the time.
I agree.
That's what I've been saying.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying.
I agree. Yes. We've been saying that actually for quite a while. That she needs to go. One of them needs to go in the guest house. Just get out of the main house.
I don't think anyone is going to leave.
Give me 1 moment. Give me five comments, and then I'm gonna drag Antoinette in it, and I want to bring Sharon in it because I want to make sure Sharon touches it. In my opinion, I feel like there's too much damage that both of them have done. They need to get a divorce because they still don't trust each other and haven't forgiven each other. Brittany said when Anthony were separated, she had the clarity to reflect on herself and how she messed up, and if they separate now, it will be the same for Anthony as well. So in other words, it will give Anthony time to think. Do you think that Amber is stalling, serving the papers to see if Anthony would change? Sometimes I think that makes sense.
She's looking for something. She's waiting for something. I think so, O'Neill. Yeah.
All right. He might not need to, but Anthony going after someone. Well, all right, no problem. Somebody says it's nobody. I don't think so either, and I'm thinking too caught up right now. But let's see. It's hard for a narcissist to evolve when it's everyone but them. Somebody says Skitlanta. I don't think he will, because no matter what Amber, no matter what is Amber, he wants to be with his wife. Anthony's so used to using his money to get what he wants, and now the money's not working. He doesn't know what to do. I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
Good comments, Skitlanta. Good comment. I love it.
That's Angela Atkinson. That's Angela Atkinson.
Oh, was that Angela? Good job, Angela.
Yes.
Amber's lawyer has given us a good one. Amber's lawyer has given us a good one. Amber's lawyer, I'm going to just give you, your flowers.
Yes, let's give her flowers.
Second chair.
Next says second chair. That's why Anthony needs counseling, because of his deep resentment of Wayne. I keep saying that they need couples thing, he and Wayne. And then Chico says Amber is more of a mother than Shayla is the kind. That's why Shayla doesn't want them to get the divorce. I'm still wondering, why is Amber still babysitting? That's what Angela Powell said, and I'm going to read it. One last comment.
I agree.
Amber seems to hate Anthony, but she wants to be around Shayla and Kai. Antoinette, get in, and then Charmin, you get in. So
okay. If y'all remember when she sat there with the lawyer and she asked, he could be served within 24, 48 hours. And you remember Amber said, let's stall on that for a minute. Like you guys said, y'all want to see if he's going to change or do anything. So far, he's not changed. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of days that he will be served. I'm just saying, because you remember she did say, not yet. Let me think about it. Not yet. So she was like you all was saying, let's see how his act is going to change. His act is not changed. He's like you all say, he's getting
not yet. Not until he gets those papers.
So maybe once those papers are served, maybe once those papers are served, he like, damn, she is for real. Maybe he might get his act together. And don't be surprised he opened everything to give her. I got this money here. I got this money here. Don't be surprised.
He's gonna say no.
Huh?
She wants him to understand what's wrong, but she won't tell him.
And I think she want him. I think she want him to tell him what's the problem with her. If you knew that she slept with Wayne, why you did not divorce her then? Why you did not divorce her?
Same thing I said.
Because he sent the divorce papers out to her when he was with Roe. Y'all remember that?
Bro, yeah.
So he was the first one that started the divorce paper proceeding and then go through it.
That was the only time Anthony file for divorce. That was
Right.
the only time. And as soon as Amber went to Rose's house, what did he do? He just lapped his tail between his legs and went home with Amber.
And went home with Amber.
Exactly.
Right. So he's a wimp. He's a wimp.
And Rose standing there like a fool.
I'm always a wimp. Sharon, I want you to get in. I'm going to read a comment for you, Sharon. And I want you to answer the comment and then get your thoughts in. I bet if Amber said she'll just leave and don't want to take any of his assets, he'll let her go. Sharon, respond to that and then give us your take on what's going on. That's Sharon. Sharon, come on in.
Oh, okay. What am I answering to? I could hardly hear you keep dropping
no
out.
Problem. Sorry about that. So someone in the comments said, I bet if Amber said she'll leave and don't take any of Anthony's asset, he'll let her go.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Answer. Yeah, I don't think he would let her go.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
He wants her because she keep telling him she don't want his money and she don't want the house, and he's upset that she don't want the house now. So he's sure, she says, I don't want to be in the box. I can buy my own house. So that is why I don't think Anthony would accept that for her. Yeah, he wouldn't.
You don't think he will accept that? You don't think so him going just be like, what?
No.
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 Goddess? Goddess?
Yes.
You're with them too? You're with them? You're with Nanya and the crew? We're saying no?
Daddy doesn't like to be on the what are we? Antagonists. We're antagonists. Goddess is too sweet.
No, it's not bad. I just go with the truth.
What do you think?
I'm with the crew today. I'm with the crew for now.
You with the crew today? What? Goddess, let's just say.
For now, that's what it is.
Amber says, you know what?
I say for now, Goddess, I'm with that.
For now.
But I think when he gets those papers, oh my goodness, he's
gonna hit the roof.
Gonna hit the
He gonna grab his chest like Fred Simpson, like Red Fox. He gonna grab his chest.
He gonna grab his chest. He might grab his chest again, guys.
Like Red Fox used to do.
One journey, please come on in here, because maybe we agree, that as to what they're saying right here. So one journey, they are saying one journey, that if it is that Amber says, you know what, just take the stuff, Anthony will walk. Is this so one journey?
Has a relationship that he it's like when you're a kid, right? You want to pick on them. You want to pick. You're the dunce. You're the dunce. You're ugly. You're ugly. You're still ugly. You're fatty and you're ugly. And he likes to have something to bark like a bully.
He has to, yeah.
Right.
And he does, and he barks with the same thing. He needs to find something new because he doesn't have new bark. It's the same bark. And for him, that's why I hate you. And he puts out the same energy. So until he goes to therapy and finds out, hey, listen, you use that old pain to stab. And that's not love.
It's not working now either. That's abuse. He's trying now. He's on a mental abuse kick. Well, he has been for a while, but that's been all he does is have sex with her. What else does he does? What else does he do? Nothing. They don't eat together. They don't talk together. They don't do anything together. He wants her to sit there with him.
Family system.
They do nothing at all together. So one journey be. So in other words, will he leave? Yes or no?
It's a no.
He's not gonna leave that.
Not going anywhere.
Anthony leave?
No.
Yes, will he leave? If Amber says, you know what, Anthony, you can keep the money, just go do your thing. Will he leave?
Nah.
No?
It's like when you have a captive audience, they're captive. Where are they gonna go?
That's true.
Okay.
And he doesn't
Listen.
want to see another Victor standing on that sidewalk.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
But the thing is, okay.
That old house. That's an old house.
They don't care about the house.
Anthony
Hold
is a
on,
classic.
Charmin. Hold on, Charmin. Cassie, get in first, Cassie, and then go ahead, Charmin.
Okay, Anthony is a classic narcissist. He's not trying to lose anything. So first and foremost, he's going to protect his money, and that's number one for him. Number two, like 1.1 for him is Amber, so he doesn't want to lose neither one of them.
Right.
If he loses Amber, he won't be able to function out there in the real world.
He'll be embarrassed. He'll be embarrassed as well, I think.
We need to see him evolve. Amber has to bottleneck him into a position where he has to grow up. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Need some new pants. Shaman, I'm gonna take it in. Give me 5 comments and I'm gonna take it in. I don't understand why people want them to separate and come back. It's been too much. Vanswell says Amber has not cooked Anthony a hot meal ever.
Sure, Donnie. That's what he can do, Vanswell.
Yeah, man.
That's a load of tell lies.
What the hell is that? And didn't she that one night?
Miss T says, he just doesn't seem to like Amber. That's my thing. Why stay? Then Brenda says she will leave, but he won't.
Wow.
Then Angela says, if Anthony not with Amber, Shayla don't want him. Anthony is a little girl. That's from Ashley. And then somebody says he's trying to make her leave. Skitlanta says, y'all are looking at this as if what you will do versus what the skit play out is.
Right. No, we're not. I don't think so. I would have been gone.
So in other words,
I would have been gone.
Go ahead, Charlie. Go ahead. Respond.
Okay, so if when Ben said to Anthony the other night about his money that is safe, if he did say to Ben, okay, that's good, yeah, it's a lucky thing I did that. He did not say that.
He didn't say that. You're right,
He said to him, he thought money was important, but right now, if Amber could just look at him again, the way she did before the Shayla and everything, you'd give her the house and you'd give her the money.
Exactly.
We need to remember he just wants her to look at him again.
We need to remember that Anthony is longing for something that was. I don't think it's going to be unless they separate them and then bring them back.
I agree. I do. Yes. I agree with
because
that.
He said, if he did say to Ben, when Ben said that to him, and he said to Ben, you know what, that's true, blah, 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 what, he did not say that. He did not say that.
No, he didn't.
If the money was not important, he would give her the house, you'd give her the money.
He said, I give her the house, I give her the money, I just want her.
She can have all the money. I think that's what he said. She can have all my money.
That was something
that she doesn't want any money.
Remember the first time when Ben asked him, now that your money is safe.
I did a video on that too.
Guys, you have to remember all the conversation he had with Ben regarding the money. When he was at Ben that Saturday and Ben said to him, now that your money is safe, are you going to divorce Amber? He said no, because he has been behaving since they were married. And Ben said, are you certain and he said, yes, she has been good. So I'm not for now. He's not going to divorce her for now. That was a total different Anthony from the other night.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Sharon, respond with what Charmin is saying. Sharon, get in.
No,
I know you wanted to get somewhere.
Yes, I did the video on that same thing too, because it touches me that night when Anthony went over to Ben, said he was driving around, he didn't know what to do, and you could see the sincerity on Anthony when he says he doesn't care about. He says, you know, I used to think money was important, but I wish Amber would look at me the way she did before Shayla.
So I'm ambivalent.
Yes, he is. And I did a video on that. And it's really, I tell you, when I was doing that video, I was crying. I had to redo it twice.
Right.
I was bawling because I was so angry at him. And then all of a sudden, he's actually having feeling. So now, what I need to see from Anthony is that Anthony stop attacking her and mentioning Wayne.
Right.
And come to her more and just come
while holding Shayla's baby
gently and just talk to her and just put everything on the table. Just ask her, what did I do wrong? I didn't cheat. And just let you tell him. And I hope Amber will tell him.
He told her.
She will tell him.
I hope she does, because he's beside the skit that I saw this morning. Anthony he doesn't know, he's confused, he doesn't know what to do, and he doesn't know what to think. That's why he's going after, says, oh, maybe this is the only thing. He's wrapping his head around, what could it be? Is it because of Wayne? Because he's still insecure that Amber is leaving him for Wayne. And he doesn't want that. He does not want Wayne to have Amber.
That's why he wanted to keep her.
He doesn't want Wayne. That's the thing. And
He
Anthony
doesn't know that. But his insecurity, he's very insecure when it comes on to Wayne. You remember when Wayne bought that
insecure about
car, what kind of car that the Ferrari?
Yeah.
When he bought that car, right? And he drove off, Anthony goes, oh, show off. I can buy more than that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Show off.
He's the same way with Shayla. If you know, every time when he come over to Shayla's house, he said, "Where's Iman? Where's Iman at?" You know, so
well, he doesn't want to speak.
Hold on. Try to understand this, ladies. Yeah, I want to get into the mind of Iman. Wayne is always going to be the Iman because a man. This is the thing with a man. Once another man I know has touched the man that I have, he's always going to be looked at as a guy who possibly could get you again. But just want to understand that. That's why he thinks.
But O'Neil, please answer me this question. Why does he still work with him, knowing that he been all up in his wife's guts?
Right.
True. Makes sense. So he
work with
money.
Keep your friends closer. Friends close, but your enemy
that is what it is.
Closer. Okay.
What Charmin is answering is exactly what it is. It's just him saying, you know what, the closer I can keep to the two of them is let me keep tabs by doing business with him. Because that's the only way I can find out if he's doing anything different. But he's never going to get over the insecurities of, you see, that's the thing I think that women maybe are better at. Maybe one better at it, or maybe one better at hiding it. I don't know. Whatever the deal is. But the deal is this. Women are better at, if something happen like that, y'all can go past it and probably will bring it up 1 and 2 times. With a man, it always dead. Him ever is seeing you inside, him seeing the car being parked in the garage 10 different times. He's seeing that over and over. I don't know how to tell y'all, but it's just how men think.
Neil, I understand that. I have 4 brothers. I have 4 brothers, and they would never take you back if you cheat on them. I get it. That's how they think. They're like, you're not sacred anymore. You're not sacred.
This is exactly why. But with that being said, that's exactly why Anthony is a jellyback. Because if he was secure within himself, that wouldn't even matter. But a part of his insecurity is that Amber did emasculate him. Remember the segment where she told him bigger is better? Trust him in 1 sentence, and he never forgot that.
He'll never forget that.
Right.
That will never leave in mind.
Well, he should go and get a DDL. It's done now, so what's the big deal? There he
Look, if you don't have it, you just don't have it. Go natural.
I like that, Sharon. I agree.
You know, either you blessed or you not. I mean,
my mom always told me that when you're in a quarrel, quarreling with somebody, bite your tongue, count to 10. Because some words you cannot take back words. When you're angry and you use words, sometimes
O'Neil, can you read some of the comments? They're good.
You will say it.
Wow.
To hurt
They're really good.
You're just going to lash out. And I think Amber was just lashing out to hurt Anthony. She just found him in bed with her best friend. What do you think she was going to do? She was going to hurt him the worst way she could.
Exactly.
And that was what she was trying to do. She did not care if it was true or a lie.
Exactly. Shaman, I would have done that.
Who knows?
I would have done that.
That's true. Give me some comments, friends, and let me get into us. Skitland says,
some great comments out
I'm
there.
not sure what skits y'all are watching, but these skits revolve around money. Sexual relations is what make Wayne goes around. The best panel ever. Thank you very much for that. For being we're definitely the best panel. So now Amber got divorced over insecurity because Anthony hasn't done anything and she just assumes he's back in the church.
That is why.
Next says, but guys, Anthony told Amber that once he says I do, she was his wife. So
exactly.
That's the problem. When he says wife, he acts like she's property. He acts like she's chattel. That's the problem.
Let me read a couple more comments. I'm gonna just let it jump in. Then somebody says that is true as well. Angela can say he fantasized about Shayla when her was doing it with Amber. When he was doing it with Amber, Nanya, most black men will not take you back. There you go.
I agree.
Men blame
Miss T, right?
That's Miss T. Men blame the woman more than they would blame a man when the situation happens. Well, at least black men.
Thank you, Miss T.
The ones I know.
Yes. All right. I'm responding to you, Miss T. Yes and no. Because I'm gonna show you this. Let's say it's your friend, right? Miss T, I'm gonna explain this from a black space, and maybe Kasim will get into it. Let's say it's a friend of yours. You start to look at your friend sideways. Okay, you start looking at your friend sideways, especially if your friend didn't tell you. If your friend told you, because sometimes a man will tell you that, hey, your girl is trying to do whatever it is, just know that that's what's going on.
Who's talking?
They'll show you that. But if
somebody's talking, somebody's talking.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Hello?
Somebody is
okay.
I
think it's muted now.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so Misty, no problem. I think it's done now. So Misty, what happens is men are like this. If you're a guy's friend, and let's say you went out and his wife started to behave like she wanted to be with you.
I wish she would.
Let me see what Mike is.
Who's that?
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let's say the wife or the husband, whatever it is. Let's say like in Amber's case, right? You as a friend, I would expect Anthony to tell me, Wayne to tell me, hey, Anthony, I don't know if your girl is the girl, because she's doing da, right? That's what I would expect you to do. In those cases, right? A black man will sit down and he'll say, you know what? I'm okay with my friend because at least my friend let me know this girl is not a good girl. That's what I'm going to look at it. But in the case of where, say, for example, the Wayne thing, where Wayne just was doing his own little thing and then now, this has happened, he would not have basically befriended him and he wouldn't take the woman back. Then he would have more blame to the woman because, that's kind of what I'm showing you how the blame game work with men. If it's them friend, them going and the friend says something to them, fine. But if a friend does not say anything about them, then they see the friend as a stick. Because they see them friend as a person that they never ever be able to trust around any woman. That's what they may look at it. Just to kind of give you like some context with that. Can't see me wrong, jump on and let me know if I'm wrong. Then someone says, no one cares if Anthony gets back with Shayla. Go ahead. What do you say, Kasim?
I was reading a comment. Let me see if I can pull it back up. The one from Miss T. And let me see.
What do you think? Miss T is saying black men will blame the woman more.
This
is one for us men. Right. This one for us.
That is true. And the reason why that is simply because if that next man, that man's homie didn't rape you, didn't force himself on you, you gave yourself to that man willingly, then I'm going to look at that woman more so than that man, even though they're both equally responsible. If that woman was devoted to me like she claimed she was, then that wouldn't have taken place, no matter how well or how strong my boy's advances would have been. So that's just the mentality of a man,
Yeah.
There you go, Miss T. So you get another viewpoint of it. So Kathleen kind of working into kind of what I was saying. That's why you'd more go after a woman, because you're saying, hey, of all of the things in the world, you're supposed to know how to, whatever it may be, you kind of hold it down. Men are always looking for if we are going to not give up on the next guy for them, if that makes sense. In other words, to them, they're saying, hey, can you not give away my goodies then? If that makes sense. But no, that's the idea. Go ahead, Nadia.
There's a comment that I think is Lily. She said when Wayne told Anthony, Iman, and Shayla broke up, he went running over there. But was that before or after Amber told him she filed for a divorce? That's for Lily's comment.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time
ago. So
That was a long time ago. There was no divorce
since the papers, since she signed her papers, he's only done. He's done the perfume, the $5,000, the
And the
park.
play
So I was addressing Lily's question because he didn't run over there after he got the notification of the divorce.
Which comment is that, Nanya, so I can read the
It
comment?
says Lee. I think it's Lily.
Okay.
Lily, give me one moment.
Lily.
Low quality man would be with Shayla at best.
Angela
She'll be a
Atkinson
one-night
and
stand.
Twyla.
It's Angela Atkinson and Twyla. Hold on. What was the
Well,
comment?
it's Twyla, Lily, and then Angela Atkinson. Or
Twyla,
Angela.
Lily,
Angela.
what was the comment?
It says when Wayne told Anthony Amon and Shayla broke up, he went running over there. But that was pre-divorce notification, correct?
Yeah, before. Before.
Okay.
I don't
I think it
remember
was
him going over
before.
there at that time. I don't remember him. He went
I don't
over there
either.
the same
Yeah.
day. I don't remember him doing that.
He's just been sulking ever since he got the notification. So
Yeah, but that was a long time before Shayla even went to LA.
yeah,
Remember
that's why I was
from that
responding.
time when they were sitting on the steps, and he said to her that whatever. That was before they even have that game night. That was a
Yes.
long time ago.
That was a long time ago. So
Exactly, that's a long time ago. It's not
Yeah.
recent. So they're making it sound like it's recent. It's not recent. That was
That's
a long
why I
time ago.
wanted to address that comment, because when the comments get out and they're all out of skew, then the storyline gets all mumble jumble. And
And even when he went there, he told Shayla that don't worry, she will find somebody.
yes,
He
he
did
did
not
tell
go
her
to
that.
comfort her or say anything inappropriate. He just tell her that she's a good mother and whatever, and she will find somebody. They need to go back and look at that skit. She will find a good man. Come on, he did not go
She's a
there to
good
comfort
mother, all
her.
right. So can I ask a question? Of the panel. So what's gonna happen? Amon, the comment Shayla made, this is kind of what Shayla said something about bars last night when she was reading about her fate in the Bible, and then she mentioned bars. That's one thing. Somebody's going to jail. And then the second thing, what is Shayla gonna do if she loses Amon and Anthony? What's going to happen, because he doesn't want Amber leaving him because he goes to check on Shayla's well-being.
Okay, so I don't think I need to see that skit again to know exactly what Iman said, because Iman said something about some bars, and
No,
Shayla said I should use the
Shayla said you got bars. No, Shayla said
Iman
you
said
got
it
bars
first.
is what she told Iman. And that's what made me say, is somebody going to jail?
No, Iman
Because
said it.
for her to
Iman
say
said first about the
bars,
bars, and then Shayla
that's a
said I
nugget.
would use the bars and hit you upside the head. But I don't know
That's
what
what I'm
Iman
saying.
said.
Shayla
Iman said
used
something about the
bars,
bars.
Shaman.
Can you find that
Shayla
skit?
said it first. Shayla
Find
said
the
it.
skit.
She told Amon, you have bars. And that's not something Shayla would normally say. And then Amon was like, yes, I do, blah, blah, blah. And then Shayla said,
Somebody
I'll
could
hit
find
you
the
over the
skit,
head with
because
it.
I
But
don't remember
bars
she was
means
the first one
jail.
who said it.
She was the
Well,
first one that
Can you
said it.
play that clip again? Last night's clip.
She was the first one that said it. And
The-
that's
the
why I
bars
thought, is
line-
Shayla sending this man to jail? Because that's what
No,
went through my head immediately.
no,
thought it was
There's
about
something going to
multiple
happen.
women.
no, it was a
Exactly.
line.
yeah.
Give me.
That's what it was. The lines. It wasn't,
It
about
was the
jail. It
lines.
was about
No,
Let me see.
Amon having
you're not understanding what I'm saying. When they throw nuggets in there, they use words that they don't usually use. And when Shayla said,
you.
"Oh, you got bars, Amon," like he's on a roll, right? That's like supposed to be complimentary. Shayla never says that. So when she said bars, I looked and I thought, okay, to me, bars means jail. I know bars in music and the whole bit,
Because
but she
Shayla go jail,
said
Delicia.
bars to him. And then
I
she
don't
said she'll
think
hit
it
him
was
with it.
jail.
But that
Shayla
sounds like
going to
somebody might get
jail.
arrested. I mean, I'm just saying that from a creator's
comes out
point of
on the
view.
podcast. Trust me.
I'm just saying that from a creative point of view.
It's not the man. It's going to be
hold on,
Delicia.
hold on. Let me try and kind of get to what Nanya was saying. Give me 1 minute.
All the kings in there didn't have multiple women.
Go back, Iman. I'm sorry, Iman.
Bible that you're.
Hold on.
It's a fact. I do like the book though because people pick and choose what they take out the Bible. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like for real, people pick and choose. Everybody like they'll do all the holiest things ever, but they act like all the kings in there didn't have multiple women.
That's the part of the Bible that you remember.
It's a fact.
Okay.
People just remember some parts of the book, and I'm just saying, like.
So you're saying that to say what though?
What that? It's okay when men have multiple women. Like it's not a bad thing. It's natural.
Here it comes.
What, natural for who? Is it natural for you?
I mean, I'm saying I'm good. I'm here with you. You know what I mean? But I mean,
are you sure?
It's natural.
You need multiple women? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying it's natural. If that so came about, it's natural. So,
it's natural.
Yeah, you know, because
for who though? You better be lucky this Bible is open because I'm not playing like that.
But you mean the Bible is what said it, not me.
Okay, well you need to tear that page out the Bible. That's not the part you need to be reading. The Bible also says, "He who finds a wife."
It's after this.
It do. But if you get multiple wives, you got good things.
Come on. It was a bar,
right here.
And I would take that bar.
You hear her?
I hear her. Yes.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
Yeah, but it just says she just said she'll take that bar and hit him upside the head with it. That's all.
Okay, if somebody goes to jail, O'Neil, you owe me dinner.
Right. You owe everybody dinner.
You owe everybody
dinner. Going to jail.
We all owe you dinner. Delicia about something coming out.
We're not good at this for no reason, O'Neil.
Thank you.
Delicia was talking.
Ain't no.
And she was saying something coming out on the podcast. What Shayla would do when whatever comes out on the podcast. So I know Shayla would kill Delicia. So maybe Shayla is going to.
Maybe Shayla go to jail. I mean, when she said bars, I thought, whoa, what is she talking about?
If Shayla finds out that Delicia was sleeping with Iman and that Shayla was going after Anthony, Shayla is going to unalive her.
There you go. I like it. Give me some comments. Give me some comments and I'm going to get y'all in because I have no questions. So at a 5-star restaurant, that's what Ashley put in there because Ashley wanted me to bring everybody to a 5-star restaurant. And then
thank you,
Ashley. She Amber Legal Counsel, next counsel part of, you know. But Shayla, you would never be a wife. Skitlanta says, Shayla told Delicia that this is how she is. She's not mental. She's just desperate because of how Anthony left her. He only let Shayla to secure the funds.
Who said that? That was crazy.
If Shayla wouldn't have listened to her.
Told Elisa that today,
which one?
But she did not say anything about how Anthony
exactly.
She did not say that. She did not say that today in her skit. Anything about Anthony leaving her.
No.
She said that's the way she is. When Delicia asked her if she's crazy or whatever, and she said, no, she's not crazy, but that's the way she is.
That's what she said. That's where her mental comes in.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's make sure.
She mentioned something yesterday.
The one with she and Delicia this morning.
Hold on, ladies. I think I got something first. Don't worry. I think I got
are heavy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm not allowing that into my life. Like, I'm not inviting multiple women in our bed. Nothing. He better prepare himself if you only knew. If he tried me. How long do you think that this crazy persona is gonna keep him? It's not what's crazy about it, because I'm getting some straightening. I'm not acting crazy. I'm just being myself.
Yeah,
when I was peaceful and understanding, like I was with Anthony.
Listen. This is the line, friends. So you have to listen to the line, so that way they want to know if the line is right or not. This is the line you guys want.
See, when I was peaceful and understanding, like I was with Anthony, you see how that ended up. Your man used to be a little bit you, Delicia. seriously, if you don't have a little fear in your man's heart, that is not your man.
There you go.
That's what Skitlanta was saying. Skitlanta is saying she did say that, and she did say it.
But no,
she
she
says
didn't say,
that
oh,
basically.
Anthony left her. She did not say anything
She
about
didn't say he
Anthony
left her.
leaving.
Right, but
Right.
She didn't say about
what I'm
Anthony
saying is,
leaving. That's not
what Skitlanta is saying. What Skitlanta is saying. Hold on, Charmy. What Skitlanta is saying that's what she's insinuating, basically. In other words, it may not be word for word, but she's insinuating that because she was very, what you call it, soft with Anthony, then that made him leave. Versus basically, no, she has to be much harder with Iman. That's her comparison.
We need to not do that because Shayla drove Anthony to leave. She put fear in that man's heart.
She kicked him, she hit him, she threatened to spit on him.
So we're not going to do that.
No, that's making stuff up. And
now he's even crazier and unhinged.
Anthony was so afraid of Shayla.
Yes.
So she drives fear in Anthony after you say.
You remember when she went to Pierre's house that day? That night?
That crazy night? Yeah.
Trust me. Anthony
banging her head on the steering wheel.
Shayla. She drove fear into that man. So we're not doing that.
Again, that's how the storyline gets all mushy. Because people just throw stuff to see what sticks on the wall. I mean, these are skits. We understand that, but they are supposed to be teaching a lesson. And if people are throwing just any old thing in there, you know, because we have our own feelings and emotions about what's going on. I do it, you know, and I have to tell myself, don't do that. But yes, so it can distort the storyline when we start making things up because we think that's the way it's supposed to be or that is what happened. And Kountry Wayne is they are very particular about what they put in these storylines. They know what they're saying.
You know, there's another thing that I hate when people do. They said Anthony is a liar. But the moment he tells Shayla that he left her to go back to Amber to secure his funds, everybody believe him. So if they believe him on one thing, why can't they believe him on everything? Or if he's telling lies on one thing, he's telling lies on everything. But just like Iman said, they pick the parts from the Bible that they want to believe. Because now we told her, oh, I left and I went back because I want to secure my funds. Everybody, oh, yes, Anthony talk the truth for the first time. And every other time he's a liar. Everybody, oh, he's so lying.
Every other time
lies all the time. Why are you picking and choosing what he lies about? That makes no sense. That is the heights of hypocrisy.
He lied when he was cheating on Amber. He was lying
about
then.
Everything. So you
back then, I'm just saying, back then he was lying. Now he's not lying. He's not lying now. Everything he says,
he's not lying.
Not
Shaman, because Shaman, I have you up right now. So what I'm gonna do is let me switch gears real quick, right? Because I wanted to make sure switch gear as in I wanted to make you answer the questions you guys were answering yesterday. We were speaking about Amber getting too much grace. I wanted to make sure you give me a full answer. I wanted to get your full answer. The question is, friends, does Amber get too much grace? Make your argument for it. Go ahead, Charmin. I'm gonna start with you first so we can give time.
Okay, so for me, Amber gets grace. I don't think Amber is getting too much grace because number one, she's always criticized for whatever she does.
Right.
Amber has been through so much. And I don't care if people want to say, oh, she cheated first and she whatever. Anthony knew that she cheated. He renewed 2 vows after he found out that she cheated. So if he was not comfortable with her or whatever, he would not have gone to renew 2 vows. He told Dalton that, listen, I'm not divorcing Amber. And that was after he found out about Wayne. So we can forget about that Wayne thing. Amber can also forget about the Shayla thing because they renewed vows after she found him and Shayla. I'm saying that Amber does not get enough grace because all the things that she is going through with Anthony right now.
People ignore it.
He doesn't have her back. He goes to the restaurant and he's, everything that lady Shana tells him because she stroked his ego. So he agrees with her. He comes home and he's just there. He pick up Kai and he leave Kai and Amber. He's gone about his business. He's gone to the gym with Ben in the morning and he talks all those crazy things with his friends. I mean, when they're talking crazy, he never said to no, that's my wife, so we are not going to do that.
And that's the part I don't understand.
Look how Ben did that for Danielle. He never does that because
hold on, ladies. Hold on. Let Shaman answer. You're gonna get your turn. Go ahead.
He is a passive person. He will think about stuff and maybe if it gets out of hand, he'll say something, but he's not going to do it immediately. Amber does not get too much grace.
No, she doesn't get enough
grace.
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna enough. I said she does not get too much.
She not gets too much. She not get too much grace.
It's a difference than not getting enough and getting too much. She gets enough,
getting too much.
Not too much.
Not too much. Get enough grace. I'm have the grace, Browning.
Not too much.
Not too much. I'm gonna bring you in, Nanya. Since that you were coming in hot, give me like 5 comments and then I'm gonna bring you in.
No,
someone says
actually, I'm not gonna really come in hot. I agree with Shaman 100%. But the question that I do have,
hold on, Nanya, don't come in yet.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me read a couple of comments first and then we get you in. Give me a couple. I look at his actions when no one is around. Okay, Angela, please. And you're black. Okay, that's something different. Shayla is abusive. Hello, everyone. Him and Shayla lie so much it's hard to believe. Yes, Nancy. No. What does Amber bring to the table? That's something different. Amber gets the most beaten on the skits. So after saying all of that, if you want grace for Amber, why in the world would you want her to with Anthony? Someone says that. And only talks to men.
We don't.
Amber talks to everybody. Amber gets way too much grace. Somebody else says Shayla gets way too much grace. No O'Neill, not even Grace Mackerel. She not get Grace Browning. So basically we have that. Girl, we don't Amber will never forget because she reminds her every day. Go ahead.
That's
Nanya.
my sister comment. This one.
That's your sister. Okay. Hello, sister. Good evening.
Hi,
Go ahead, Nanya. Answer the question. Does he get too much grace? And give me a question. Go ahead, Nanya.
Well, mine, I'm not coming in hot. My thing is, does Anthony, I have one for Kasim later. Does Anthony feel strong when he degrades Amber by telling people that Amber slept with Wayne? He never says that Shayla came after him. He never says that. He defends Shayla. But when it comes to Amber, he's so quick to tell another man that she slept with Wayne. He's not provoked. He's not asked. He blurts it out. What's that about?
So you want to know why? Okay, so the reason why he does that, let me answer from a male perspective. He's doing that, right? It's not great, by the way. It's not something he should do. But why he's doing that is because he's trying to offset the cheating that he's done with Shayla with that. That's really what he's trying to do. He's trying to play a move for a move. In other words,
I got it.
Because I've been such a bad man with doing these things and getting this baby. Right. I need to let you know that, you know what, hey, she cheated, so I have to bring that up. That's the reason why he does that.
That's why he does that. Okay, thank you, O'Neill.
Thank you. Grace. Thank you. Get into the grace, Nanya. Get into the grace.
So, actually, Amber does not receive enough grace. This woman has suffered for 2 years of an affair. She does not get enough grace. And I think it's because, honestly, I think the majority of the viewers who think Amber should just keep suffering for something she did the day of the marriage, which was wrong. They don't care about the affair. They don't care about the baby. They don't care about anything except Amber slept with Wayne the day of her wedding. You're not married. And this is no defense, but she was not married at the time. Anthony stopped Rolanda's wedding. Nobody cares. Anthony went with Shayla. Nobody cares. Amber went to jail. Nobody cares. Shayla had a baby, a questionable baby. Nobody cares. All they care about is the fact that Amber did what Amber did. Now, and he didn't even know about that until she threatened. What's her name? Threatened him. But does Amber get grace? No. They're stuck, especially guys. They're stuck on that one thing. And he could get back with Shayla and people wouldn't even have a problem with it. Exactly. And that mentality, I don't understand.
Don't like that. All right.
Not at all.
I'm getting. You don't like that. I'm gonna jump you in first, Goddess, and then I'm gonna let Sharon come in hot. Give me 5 comments. Anthony don't respect, protect Amber. Somebody says Amber tricked him into marriage. Shayla tricked him into deception. Somebody says I don't like Anthony at all. Somebody says Skitland. Okay, that's something different. Amber should never had Anthony. She was sleeping around since he met her. Somebody says Iman is literally afraid of Shayla. These are just comments, friends. Somebody says yes. Somebody says Iman. Anthony loves the praise. Cheerleaders pumping the ego. That is one journey. Then somebody says Anthony has an ego problem. He took away everything that made Amber happy and brought her peace.
Yes, he did.
The baby David, bar 44, and a happy marriage. Yes, Nani. Somebody says, so why none of the comments are being read tonight? O'Neil, you're mad at me? No, O'Neil is not mad at you. I'm reading them right now. Somebody says Anthony
except by dwell and money laws.
Somebody else says Anthony does not know how to show his love because he has some underlying problems from his childhood. Somebody says O'Neil Amber does not get too much grace. Notice that Lisa is cheating as a married woman and she doesn't get as much hate as Amber. Trust me, she does get it from O'Neil. O'Neil has been giving her the business. We've not even watching it. The next person says that makes sense, O'Neil. Somebody else says that's the weapon Anthony has against Amber. That's because mentally he has checked out. It's all about control. Then Angela says he just said Amber cheat just to mask his own cheating. Yes, that's correct. Somebody says Anthony has been emotionally cheating. He needs to be humble himself.
Exactly.
Goddess, get right in, Goddess. Does she get enough grace? Does Amber get too much? Not enough. Too much grace. People says Amber get too much grace. Does she get none?
And he said that when the apartment kids were driveway, that's weird.
Is somebody talking?
Hold on, I'm trying to see what it is.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I don't know what. Okay. My thing with Amber. All right. My thing with Amber is, when she took him back, she should have demanded more from him than what she got because she took the bare minimum. And that's why he's treating, that's why he treated her the way he's treating her because she didn't demand enough. Like demand, I just think she should have laid down the law how she wanted it, how she wanted things, because she just let him do whatever. And then that's why he's treating her like nothing. And now she has to always tell him, how come you don't pick up for me? How come you don't do this? How come you don't do that? She could have, it's just, I don't know. I just can't respect that. I just can't, you can't just get weak like that and just, be like that. I don't know.
Do we give her too much grace? Do we give her too much grace? She caused it on
herself, really. I just think that she caused it on herself. I'm sorry, but that's my feeling. All
right, no problem. I love
that. She should never open that door. She should never
open it.
Left that door open.
All right.
I just put in a comment. I just put a comment in.
Hold on, Charmin. I'm going to read your comment a little bit. Let me get in a couple of the others and make sure them get for them 2 cents in. I'm going to read your comment, read a couple of comments because I'm going to try to get some comments. And then, Sharon, I'm going to take you next. O'Neil, will any other man accept Amber as a wife doing what she did with her husband first? Probably not. Amber suffered for too long. Kitlanta, I agree with you. Ant doesn't love Amber. He wants to control her. Don't worry, I will give you Grace corned beef. And may have some Grace browning so we can brown it up for her. Don't worry. If she has checked out, why not give her a divorce? Let's see. I'm reading as many comments. If Anthony tells anyone about how he was intoxicated, Shayla came to his house and forced him, he's going to look weak, so he will never mention it. That is what says exactly, Nanya. Right, Amanita. Fact, money. Somebody says Anthony is a liar, and even a broken clock is like twice a day. We're not biased. Brenda is laughing because Brenda decided her mind she's going to take on Amber's lawyer is going to take on today, but no worries, O'Neil started. Anthony needs to see Amber as being a better person and also sees Amber as being a better person than him. Hence, he goes on the Amber cheating until the morning of our wedding. That I do believe that. In the beginning, he respected Amber before he found out about the affair. Was going to stop the affair until Shayla told him. She hurt his ego. He hurt her because he felt less of a man. Malcolm said, too much grace. I agree, Nanya. Amber does not get too much grace. Amber is disrespected, always untreated like the Nanny, is that what it is? Well, all right, no problem.
Yeah,
Sharon,
Nanny.
Sharon reviews get in. Does she get too much grace? I'm coming up to you, Antoinette.
No.
Amber doesn't get no grace. Period. She doesn't get none. Her husband always disrespected her without her knowing by telling people, other people, that she slept with Wayne the day after the wedding.
Okay.
But he never tell them. He never have nothing nice to say, and that I don't like with Anthony. That is a no that he does that. Number one, Amber should never have gotten the door open. But since she left that door open, Goddess, Amber didn't even ask for the bare minimum. She didn't ask for nothing. She just left the door open. And then they dance on the porch and says nothing will bother them, but all of a sudden something is bothering her. Still she wants a divorce.
Right.
She is friend with the woman who let she lose David, but she's there embracing that woman child.
Are they friends though, really?
Oh,
are they really friends?
No, they're friends in real life. We're just talking about the character. What I'm saying is
I'm talking about the character. Are they really friends?
No.
Or is Amber using Shayla?
Let me just say this.
Because
because my head, a lot of things going on my head, and when we get,
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is
this.
I
know. Yeah.
Amber doesn't get enough grace. She accepts Anthony and Shayla treat her like doormat. They stepped on her, and it's dirty water, and they just keep on throwing at her. And even the audience, they do not like Amber. Some of them, majority of them don't like her. And they don't care one way or the other. There was a comment I saw there that says, Lisa is cheating and she's married. And nobody is getting upset about that. But
nobody
if Amber
cares.
ever does that with Dave right now, you'll hear how horrible she is.
They went crazy with the hug, Sharon.
Amber get no grace. She accept that baby. And she loves David. And David, Shayla was jealous of David.
Yes.
And she used to tell Amber, says, oh, that's your adopted kid. And what Amber says, that's my baby. Please don't say that again. So in my book, O'Neill, Amber don't get enough grace. She takes too much crap from Anthony. So if Amber walks out right now, I would applaud her and say, way to go, Amber. Because he treats her like dirt.
I agree with you, Sharon.
But he treated Shayla, he showed Shayla more respect with his friends. He never tell them, says Shayla did nothing wrong. She's the best baby mother ever, and she's not. But his wife is supposed to love and cherish. So to me, I think Amber should just walk away. Even if Amber will sleep with Dave right now, I'll applaud her because she deserved that. Anthony cheated when she caught him. Anthony cheated with Shayla for how many months and leave his wife there, and she almost unalive herself. So when people talk about Amber get grace, she gets none. That's what
So Sharon, so I want to challenge your point a little bit.
Yes.
So and I like what this is saying. So if Amber is putting herself into these precarious situations to be mistreated, why should I give you grace for putting yourself into a situation that you shouldn't be going into? Meaning, i.e., right, how Anthony has been eating. It's almost like why O'Neill gets very upset. But when O'Neill comments, it sounds like I really hate the Amber character, but I don't. I'm just disgruntled at the mere fact that Amber allows herself to be treated like crap and then expects us to say, oh, Amber, you're being treated like crap. Oh my gosh, come here, let me hug you up and hold you. No. And now go hug you up and hold you and pet you because the people them step here. That is my thing. So my question is, that's what I'm giving you how other people are thinking. Why should they give Amber the excessive amount of grace? That's why I'm asking if she get too much grace. Because why should she be getting an excessive amount of grace if she's allowing a lot of the things to happen? Go ahead and respond, Sharon.
Okay. Number one, Amber doesn't know what we know. We are the person that looking into her life, what's happening. Amber is she's so revolved into thinking of this perception of the perfect wife.
I think she shared it.
and she just into this perfect wife nonsense that she just thinks that she must take all this crap from everybody. But there comes a time when you have to stand up for yourself, and she can't be standing up to Anthony only and then be friends with Shayla, because that part, guys, I'm being honest with you, that just boiled my skin.
It's
you
infuriating.
don't want your husband, but you want Shayla to be your friend.
It is
that
infuriating.
That makes no sense to me. This girl, try on your wedding dress. So O'Neill is right. Amber need to snap out of it, and Wayne need to write her character. Or if she write her character, O'Neill, she need to snap out of it, because that is too upsetting for us to watch. I almost stopped watching that show. I remember I was doing it in chat, saying I don't want to undo your thing, and Nanya said to me, say, no, Sharon, we'll watch it, but we will try our best to take our deep breath. We just want to see her stand up and be strong. Because every time, O'Neill, we come on here and we talk to her, or we in chat and we're talking. And I know that Kountry Wayne have his people watching our show, and they do watch you. And then they already flame ahead of time, and what they does, they go and they tweak their stuff.
They go tweak it. They do.
Is to also please us, give us, don't make Amber do something so wonderful, and then the next day we cussing again. They run with blood pressure all up high again. That's unacceptable. But what they need to make Amber stay in her truth. And right now, Anthony and the panel, but me Anthony, O'Neill and the panel, I do not think Amber is walking in her truth, because she's still
not her whole truth. Yeah,
she is still being sneaky to me right now. O'Neill, you said it the other night. She's being sneaky. And she's going around, and I know that she's trying to fish around to find out what's going on. But what she needs to do is to come clean with her husband, so that way she can get the grace that you want her to get, what we want her to get, because she's not getting any. Because at the end of the day, look at Shayla. Shayla got Eman. Shayla got Shayla getting a podcast. Shayla not looking out for the baby. But Anthony always says she's a great mother. And Amber is the great mother. We don't know which part of Shayla is great mother. Our mother has the baby, Amber has the baby. Anthony is jealous of his own child. So tell me now, who is the best mother? Now Amber? And do we give her grace? No. Because the reason why we don't give her grace, as you says, O'Neill, is because one day she's good, the next day she's not. Or if she do something nice right now, you come on here, you talk about it, the writer say, all right, I'm gonna O'Neill then now, you know, and I'm gonna upset the audience again. Because when they keep on with that mess, the rating goes high. Although we say we don't want to watch it, we're still watching it because we want to see Amber wins, and we're not seeing that. But for the few days, about a week now, Amber is doing good, but she's still playing games.
She's playing games.
Right. And we need her to come into her truth. Walk in your truth. If you want the marriage end, just tell the stupid lawyers them to serve it. But they're not going to, because even down to the lawyer play games, so because they said it's going to be 3 years.
She didn't say 3 years. She said years. Amber was the one who said 3 years.
Oh, yeah, going to be
years.
All right.
Can I make a comment about the lawyer, just real quick?
Hold on. I'm gonna let you put in line just a little bit, Nanya. Give me
it's just
1 minute. Let me just read
about the lawyer.
Go ahead, quickly. Let me read some comments, because the comment might get from me. Go ahead. Go ahead with the lawyer, Nanya.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, I think that woman is a millionaire's attorney. Jay and Ernestine are not millionaires. So I think she knows how to handle people like Anthony and that type of situation. So I'm not selling the attorney short yet, because she seems to know where she's going, and she does. I mean, just her presence. And she told Amber it could take years, right? But I think that she's that type of lawyer that only handles millionaires. That's what I got from her.
Yeah.
Okay.
What she did worse with. O'Neill need to take the chat.
Hold on. Let me get some of the chat, just so that we can get people in the conversation. Shayla doesn't care about that baby. She only wants Kyle to keep Anthony. Amber always playing games. Kitlanta says, like I said, if you are going to turn on Amber because the woman she is becoming, because of the hurt she's been given, she's no longer the Amber you fell in love with. Yvonne, stop giving Amber an out that she didn't commit adultery. She cheated. Just accept that too. Someone says
that's not adultery.
That's
not adultery. It's not adultery.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
That was fornication.
Right.
Right. So he's
It's
saying
different.
No, he didn't say she. So this is what Malcolm said.
Katrine, don't go there.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you what he said. Yvonne said, Yvonne, stop giving Amber an out that she didn't commit adultery. She cheated. Just accept the truth. He's just saying she cheated.
Adultery.
So don't give her an out. Right, but he's saying she cheated. He's not saying it's adultery. Guys, listen. Not saying she committed adultery. He's saying she cheated. That's what he's responding to. He's saying don't give her an out. Right, so he's saying don't give her an out for that. She cheated. In other words, don't.
We're not giving her out for that. No,
that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
And then the next verse says, "You're right. Country Wayne be right in the Amber skits to make her look stupid and clueless, and look like a real black woman doesn't act like that."
Exactly.
And someone says, "Anthony is very mentally and verbally abusive. Sometimes I'm scared of the way he looks at her. It could lead to the I don't always believe that. All right,
he's abusive, mentally abusive.
He's mentally and verbally abusive.
I don't know if he is. End this. Somebody says they're working on making Amber the villain and Shayla the victim. I hate their relationship with Shayla, but it feels like they're setting it up for her to take revenge on Shayla.
We're not gonna like Shayla.
Because Amber said that she don't trust Shayla, so I think she holds Shayla a arm length back. I think she holds Shayla an arm length back. She ain't really friends with her. She just like you all said, trying to get some information. Because she said, I don't trust you. So, she said, we're not friends. I don't trust you. So, and I think she's holding Shayla an arm length.
She is.
She ain't bringing Shayla into her circle real close up too. Because I'm glad
invading their circle.
Well, one thing I'm glad Amber has Keisha on her side. Keisha will speak real to her. So I'm glad she got Amber on her side. But I just hope they don't turn Keisha against, Amber, make Keisha, Keisha like Keisha. Right. Yeah, and flip her nice side and her point of view side to something negative. But it's always happened with the good people.
Keisha doesn't like Shayla.
She does not. Does she? So Antoinette, hold on, friends. So Antoinette, does Amber get too much grace? Because that's a question you need to answer.
No, she don't get too much grace. She don't.
Why not? Why not? Why should I get too much grace? Why you say that?
Because I would say a lot of people run over her. She let them run over her. She let Anthony run over. Like I said, if Anthony found out she cheated on Wayne, why he didn't divorce her? Then he had plenty opportunity to divorce her because of that. Now he's
abusive.
Now he upset because she did it twice, and I think this time she mean it. No, they don't give her no grace. I mean, she taking everything from here, from point A to point B to point C.
I agree.
You don't think she get enough grace? Okay.
No.
A moment, Cornell. I'm gonna get my piece in, but I want to make sure.
O'Neil, don't touch it.
Comment.
Don't touch it. No, I don't want to fight tonight.
I'm gonna get on it. No, I'm gonna get on it. Hold on. Brenda wants me to reread her comment. Brenda says, Anthony is mentally and verbally abusive. Sometimes I'm scared of the way he looks at her. It could lead to domestic violence or, of course, being unalive. I say that because I don't know how they're going to end this. Okay, so that's what you're saying.
I agree with Brenda.
Kasim, go into your spiel. Does Amber get too much grace? Then I'm going to take one journey after this. Then I'll take Corletta. Good night, Corletta. Go ahead.
Hi, Corletta.
Sorry for being late.
No worries. Go ahead.
Okay. Amber has been shown plenty of grace. Amber was cheating on this man long before the wedding day. And the bottom line is, anyone that has ever been married before knows marriage starts long before you say
No, it
I do.
doesn't.
No,
Yes, it does. It
No.
don't happen when you're walking down the aisle. You already have to be in the frame of mind of being married to someone before you say I do, from the male perspective. So that's one. Number two, Shayla is Amber's karma. So all that suffering that Amber went through at the hands of Shayla, she earned it. She earned every bit of it. So now everybody wants to make Amber the martyr.
Oh my
And
God.
Amber
He's
suffered.
making her a martyr, but she's not
And we
what you're
watched her.
saying.
Hold on. And we
see,
watched
1
her go
minute.
through.
No.
Hold on,
We
hold on,
watched
ladies.
her go through
Don't
all this
crowd him.
stuff,
Don't
and she
crowd him.
earned
Let him get it.
every bit of it. So now, my thing is, and everybody knows, Amber should have never married Anthony in the first place because he was too weak to begin with. But yet and still, y'all all want to give her a hard pass because Anthony is verbally abusive. Anthony is a jellyback weak man, and the only person that was actually a little bit afraid of him was Amber. That's why he treats her the way that he does, because every other woman on the skits he's scared of. Anthony is a weak dude, and Amber allowed that to take place. I'm not showing Amber any sympathy, and I actually like Amber. But
So
now
are you
that Amber
showing
has,
sympathy for Anthony?
now that Amber has developed,
Let
Now
him
go ahead
now
and
that
talk.
Amber has developed the backbone,
Talk.
everybody's on this waiting to exhale thing, and Amber should do this, and Amber should leave, and Amber should do all these things. Amber ain't no saint. So please
We never
stop
called her
making
a
her
saint.
out to
We never
be
said she was
the
a
martyr.
We
saint.
never said she
All
was
of
a
y'all
saint.
have done it at some point. And
We never
y'all
called her
so
a saint.
team Amber, y'all don't see her faults. All you see is what she went through. Understand why she went through what she
We've
went
been
through.
watching her since she came to Skitland. You think we didn't
And
see
she
her
been cheating
faults?
on Anthony all the way up to the day of her wedding, and the homegirl had to be the one to expose her in order for Anthony to find out.
And what did the homegirl expose her for? Did she
Thank
do it
you.
out of
Because
kindness
she
of
had
her
her
heart?
own
No.
agenda, and yet now she's friends with the same woman who betrayed her.
You don't,
I
well,
have no
you're not
sympathy
a
for you.
woman, so
Now
you
see,
can't
remember,
see.
Amber was
Come
with
on
Wayne
now.
before Anthony.
None of
Remember
this is
that.
making
No,
sense to
Amber
me.
no,
was with
None
Wayne
of it.
before Anthony.
One at
None
a
of
time,
it.
guys. One
Yes,
at a time.
thank
Thank you,
you.
One at a
Sharon.
Thank
time.
you,
Thank you,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
None of
Sharon.
it is
Well,
She
looks
making
like
was
a lot of
with
sense.
people don't
Wayne
remember
first.
that.
What did they say?
Hold on, guys. We can't shout over each other because we do that. The audience
Oh,
that's watching, it's hard to
Yes.
watch. It's hard to watch, guys. So calm down. I'm gonna give y'all each a spot. Everybody have a different opinion. Give y'all a chance to get into it.
no, just Kasim with the different opinion.
Yeah, well, I don't get it.
Somebody got to be the antagonist here.
Kasim, I'm just
Jesus
jiving.
Christ.
I'm just joking. It's okay.
O'Neil,
No,
don't dig in it.
I'm
I'm just
having fun
joking.
with this too. I'm enjoying
on.
the skits and
I'm
everything.
just joking.
Let's
It's
call
okay.
it the
Go
way
for it.
it really is.
Stand in
There
your
you go.
truth, my
O'Neil,
man.
One journey. I'm gonna give you the microphone. One journey.
Take it. Take
You
it.
wanna
One
respond to
journey. Hurry
something, you
up.
can
Hurry
go
up.
ahead.
Hurry up, one journey.
Hurry up, one journey.
Okay, so I like what Christine has to say from a man's point of view. And like it or not, a man's point of view is you don't get a pass when you cheat. The end.
That's true.
That's his thing. I don't care if you're
That's
good, I
bad.
don't care if you're bad. You broke the rules, and
Yes.
there is no forgiveness. There's no forgetting. It's done. And that's who
You're right, one journey.
That's what Anthony portrays. I always say both people have to want the marriage. When you want the marriage, you don't walk around talking about your wife like she's a 304.
Thank you.
Not
Yes.
like my man
Thank
to
you.
go around and talk about my faults. Why is makeup always on the counter? You have your own bathroom, sir. That's mine. Why are you worried about my bathroom?
Yes.
Yes.
And a lot of marriages, they have separate bathrooms because, women be doing things in the bathroom. It's not just put the
And we
makeup
don't
on.
need y'all in there.
Yeah, we have stuff to do.
My husband doesn't come in my bathroom.
Tell you. But once again, Anthony, he doesn't want the marriage. He wants marriage, but he doesn't want the marriage. Because if you did, you would honor your wife. He has no honor in his tongue. He has no forgiveness in his tongue.
No. There's
So, I'm kind enough to say both people have to want to get through it. Anthony has not worked through the betrayal. If he can't, and he has a choice to walk through it or not, but it's clear that he doesn't want to walk through it, and hate and resentment and things are building up. He needs to exit so that he could go where he could be kicked and abused and called names and called stupid, but there's nothing there for him. Because if you're not willing to be a leader has to take lots of licks and keep on ticking. You watch Obama, he's taken lots of licks. When they went into marriage counseling a year ago, you know what I mean? They talked about it. We're in marriage counseling because we're duking it out. We're fighting some stuff out. And they were very open about it. But once again, Anthony's action, you say one thing, but you do another. Right. And I really believe that Amber, she's on this quest to disclose the truth. Because when she walks away, she doesn't want to have any question. I'm done. Hands clean, no more thoughts. You know what I mean? So I really think that that Anthony has made his choice. He doesn't want this marriage because of Wayne, but he wants Wayne. He has a love affair with Wayne. He wants
Maybe he does. That's what I was going to say. He's in love with Wayne.
Right. Because Wayne is Wayne back.
And when I see things like that, I'm like, you're gay because you.
Maybe he is. Maybe he is one day.
Maybe he is.
Andrea, what do you think? Sharon, sister Andrea, what do you think?
You never know.
And if you're constantly picking the man over your woman, you're gay. And where is he gay? He's gay in the sense that I just want to be around Wayne. I just want to be around powerful men. You know, yo. But the group,
probably you see that size 14.
Exactly. Hey, bring on Dave, okay? Let's bring on Dave. Anthony, you need to go. Bye, Anthony. Bye, Anthony.
Hold on. He is very anti-Amber. Who respects that? Nobody's going to respect that. Ben didn't even respect it. Ben smacked him in the street. That's not right. Anthony has no respect for his wife, and everybody in the room knows it. So Amber doesn't even know about those kind of things.
No, she doesn't.
Those kind of behaviors. If she did, she would be like, no, I remember, yes. She did tell him once, you told them about Wayne. You should have been appalled and say, okay, why don't you go tell all your stories you want to? Go down to the bar and tell them. Go on the television and tell them. Because guess what? I'm exited. No one has clean hands. We have a chance to wash our hands, repent, and get clean. But if you're going to hold it over my head, you need to exit. Because this is not love. And both people have to come to the realization that, hey, listen, this may not be a good fit. Let's transition out, and that's okay. Also, they might not be a good fit. We don't want families that not have a good fit. Like for instance, I don't like Rolanda and what's the other chick? This Natasha. You know, where's your man? Leave Kendrick alone. Okay. And I want, we don't even have an older married couple like Kendrick and Natasha that has brains on their head.
Yeah.
Stupid. What is this? What is this world? Are you saying all Black people are functional idiots? And yes, I do skip the skit because if I didn't watch it today, I can watch it on Tuesday and they haven't gone anywhere. Haven't gone anywhere. And I only follow 3 channels. That's it. Wayne, O'Neill, and Deontay Reviews. Now, of course, I'm following the mods, right? Because we're a crew. However, I can't run around to everybody talking about the same thing. I can't hear the same thing on 19 channels. No.
No. I don't even watch.
It's hard. I know.
One journey. I don't even watch the other content creators before I do mine. I don't want to let it get in my head. Exactly. I want to do it on my own. I don't watch anybody until I'm done.
My time. Yeah, you have to do that. And the reason why I haven't done a channel, I can't regurgitate the same thing over and over again. So I don't find myself with a USP, a unique selling point that I can push. I'm going to just go.
I find a few, but
Yeah.
I think I like the shorts better than the videos because
the
the
shorts
shorts are. I like the shorts.
I like how y'all do shorts.
I can have it playing. I'm not watching, but I can have it playing and I'm cooking and I don't have to pay attention. She's telling me the story. You know what I mean? But the shorts are too quick. I mean, I got to pause and stop, and I don't want to pause. You know, my life. You know what I mean?
One journey. So I get a solid from you. So do you think she gets enough grace, or yes or no?
No, but it's okay. She doesn't need it.
Okay.
Does she get too much grace? That was probably the question. I'm sorry about that. Does she get too much?
There's no grace in her. No. I read the comments over on Kountry Wayne. They don't like her, and they want to fight.
And they want to fight. All right, no problem. Let me get some comments in, and let me get Corletta into the conversation. Does Amber get enough grace? I haven't spoken yet. I'm gonna go after Corletta. Let me get a couple comments in. Corletta, you're up. Does Amber get enough grace? Misty says, I said the same thing. I really don't like how Wayne portrays black people. It's like we're toxic. We're this toxic little box, and we're way more than these characters are portrayed. I will say this, and I love Misty for your comments, Misty. What I will say is this. What I think Wayne is writing is a bunch of problems because why do you have this take on this? Because I wrote a lot of skits called community drama in Jamaica, right? And community drama is where you find problems in the community and you write those problems in so people can see the problems and try to solve them, almost like what we're doing right now. So that's what's kind of like that, where it looks toxic, as if even though I'm complaining about it, but that's really the method, the style of the writing is to give you the problems, but for you to try if you can solve the problem while you're watching the problem. Does that make sense? Because if I show you just a bunch of
we know what you mean, O'Neil. It's just that people don't pick it up, and I would want sometimes a resolution shown. Because some of the fans, they just don't get it. They don't get the problem and a possible solution. And I'd like to see that sometimes.
Like a resolution?
Yes.
It may be, I was thinking this the other day. And I'm going to read some more comments of this. I was thinking that one of the things that has changed about content and information since recent is that before and I say all the time, we could have made statements. Now, it's like the world is, if you make a statement, everybody go and try to say them can dox you on the statement. Well, Wayne said this. What do you mean? How it's like you can't make a statement without it just being, hey, this is a thought process that I have, without it being something that now has to be used against you. Does it make sense? Because
I know what it means to get doxxed.
To use it. They'll use the internet against you very, very quickly. So I think that's why he may be leaving it open-ended, and so he's using what is called and y'all know it, he's using the Socratic method.
Yes,
where he
I
basically
understand.
asks a bunch of questions to you, and you basically try to answer it. So he's using his method of writing is very Socratic.
I understand. Makes sense.
He's now in a time when he may say something, and when who's that?
What is that noise?
Somebody's phone is ringing, vibrating.
Yes,
it was mine. I'm sorry. I had to decline.
Okay, sorry, no problem. Okay, yes. So he's, I wonder what it was. So he's using a little method to make sure that like people don't kind of hold him, what you call it, hostage.
Hold him to it. Yeah.
Yes, internet is very quick to hold you hostage. If you notice, I have to keep this saying, even though, for example, and that's why I say I love when Miss T come on, because she gives all of y'all do, but I'm just, Miss T know what I'm talking about. But like, it's that y'all give these thought-provoking, things to it, right? He doesn't want to have it feel as though he's being held to the fire. It's almost like we
understand,
think about it. When I go to research some of the things, you see how quickly people say, but O'Neil, you never in a courtroom. I'm like, guys, we're just talking, so that way we can kind of know what we're talking about. I'm just showing you. That's how easy it is, where when you make a statement on the internet, people will start trying to use the statement. Well, Nanya, what do you mean? But when I check, and then it starts becoming like a whole issue. That's why he uses the Socratic method. That's exactly why he uses that more than anything else. Just to kind of give you like a viewpoint as to what it is. He'll give you more problems and solutions. The ones that I used to do like HIV and AIDS and things like that. When we did them, they were just all problems. Back in the 90s, I can hear like okay, there we go. So back in like the 90s, people would write stories and they would solve them. But that was when we were not very sensitive and we never over the top. And you know, when we call a spade, if it's a man, it's a man, if it's a woman, whatever the deal is, or whatever, we had very solid point of views. Now, if you make a solid point of views, it's very easy for people just to kind of steal it. That's why you're getting some of what you're getting. Just kind of to give you an idea why you're getting that kind of viewpoint. I'm giving you a reason why they may be leaving it very open. Because I've noticed it. Everything that you all are saying, I've noticed it, that they've basically made an effort. It's almost like them solve the problems, but them don't want to solve the problem, if that makes sense. As well as to keep the content rolling. Does that make sense? So in other words, to keep the storyline going on. But some of the things that they could have closed up, they don't close them up. You know what I mean? That is like they don't close up because they're like, we don't want to say this, and then no, we can't make a way out of it. Look at even, I'm going to give you guys an example. Look at even the counter skit. It's when we started talking about the counter skit that they started to interject things in it, because they realized that when you bring a counter and then you never have the counter doing this, and then people start questioning the counter and certain pieces, and then now they start to put in, because that's what we actually do now, because we have more access to information. I think that's why they're doing a lot of that, just to kind of give you like a little, you know, inkling to whatever it is. But it's a good convo. I mean, you know, like I said, y'all bring up very, very good points. Let's just kind of putting it out there. Let me give 3 more comments, and then Carletta, you're coming on and give me a piece. In that case, Anthony kissed her while they were engaged, so he cheated. To say that she deserves losing 2 children is crazy. Anthony and Wayne's relationship is not normal. Who hangs out with a wife lover that he hates and resents. I don't like Rolanda either. I love the moderators are off the chain. That's what Lydia says. Misty says yes. They both want different things out of their partner. Awesome moderators. No one is perfect in a marriage, but you shouldn't holler divorce every time there's a problem. I love that. I love that. Corletta, get into the whole thing of whatever we got going on. Does Amber get to the grace?
I'm 50-50, and I'm going to tell you why I'm 50-50. I'm a lover of novels and stories, plays, and soap operas. Wayne is giving us a black soap opera on his Skitland. So I know we all can get frustrated. So when Amber first came into it, you got to go backwards to go forwards to understand the Amber character. When Amber first came on, people failed to realize she was the villain because of how she came on. In order for Amber to change, she had to go. Shayla, y'all gonna forgive me for saying this, but I'm going to say it. Shayla was Amber's karma in the beginning because she did warn her. When a man put a ring on our finger, we all know he see a wife in us, regardless of what we did. But Amber did not feel she was worthy to be with Anthony. So that's why the thing with Wayne is lustfulness. It wasn't like she wasn't in love. She knew deep down Wayne wasn't going to marry her. Now she gets with Anthony. Yes, Anthony is soft, but Anthony is only mimicking what he's seen in his life. He doesn't have a strong role model that showed him, because we know his father was in and out. So how can you know about what marriage is if you've never seen a healthy marriage? That's one point. So yes, y'all know I don't pronounce words correctly. He does have a narcissist mind frame because he thinks his money is his power. We've always heard him talk about himself in the third person. I'm Anthony Dalton. I'm unstoppable because his trigger word is failure. He doesn't like to fail, and Amber doesn't like to be called stupid. And they both trying to protect their image. Now we go into where we're at now. Amber is going off assumptions because she is remembering what Anthony did before. Remember when he came home, he smelled like Shayla perfume. He had the hair on the clothes. He wasn't answering his phone. He was sneaking in and out the house. He paid $6,000 out of their bank account to pay for Shayla's apartment. What is Anthony doing now? He's doing the same patterns that he did before. So she doesn't see change. She's tired. When a woman is fed up, she's fed up. And when a man is fed up, they is fed up. But they both have issues that they have to work on going forward. So I don't see Wayne and them. If she walk away, it's a clean slate for her. But this week is about reflections, because if you notice, they all both had on break. They're reflecting. What was Shayla was reading her Bible. What was Amber doing a year ago? She was in the bed reading her Bible. Amber was looking like a bum. What is Anthony doing this week? He's looking like a bum. Amber is trying to control the narrative by telling her own story. That's why she was mad that Anthony told Wayne. She wants to be the one that is telling her story. She wants to be in control, because you have to listen to the words that she said. I want the divorce, not we. I want the divorce. But that's my take on it. So I'm 50-50 with the grace with her.
She doesn't get too much grace.
Not too much grace, because Amber still got some growth to go too. She still got some things. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Dave is not her love interest.
No.
Dave is there for support. Because if you heard what Dave said yesterday, this is business. I don't get into personal. He's going to give her the good energy and build her up and make her into this boss chick. That's
right.
I'm done.
I agree with you. I love it. Thank you.
So let O'Neil jump in to say, does she get enough grace? I will say this, and then Shamin, I see you looking like you want something, and I'll get in. Nanya to come on in. Goddess mentioned the part that I pretty much was at with the whole idea of the grace thing, right? And I said that yes, Amber gets a lot of grace, because I think that people love the Amber character because they feel like she's the most human, if that makes sense. You know, in other words, she messes up like a regular person. You know what I mean? She have these mishaps and these things. So a lot of people see themselves inside of Amber, basically, and they can see the whole idea of going down and then coming back up. They see that in the Amber character, because she has that constant flux. It's a very nicely written character, basically, right? How they write her character. Now, what also happens, right, is that yes, sometimes it looks a little bit biased some of the times. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because I think what people are looking at is they're looking at where people get weird is where the lines them come. Because sometimes Amber will make some lines as though like nothing happened before the marriage happened. And so that's why people get very frustrated, because they start to think, wait, hold on, you can't just, sure, we want you to say, yes, you're getting better, and we know you're getting better, but don't start throwing around, making it look as though you didn't do something before. You know what I mean? Because that does impact what you have now. And if they were to switch it around, in other words, let's just say it was Anthony who had cheated before the marriage. My question is, would Amber have left already?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me ask a question. Let's just say Anthony was the piece that was doing him thing way before the marriage, right? Let's say Anthony was the guy doing everything up to the day I'm wedding. The day of the wedding, him have a girl on the bed and him have blow the guts. My question is, and Amber had found out from somebody else, would she have already left? In other words, would you have had a lot of women coming around to tell her, say, what, girl?
I would challenge that.
Do you mean? What do you mean, girl? What? I wouldn't stay with that dog. No way. We need to go now, girl. We need to. Would that have been the thing? I think that's what people are trying to call out. Go ahead, Nanya. Go ahead. Jump in.
Just for the question you just asked, I hate what Amber did. I don't like cheating at all. I don't like cheaters. But I will say, what Anthony has pulled in this marriage, I cannot equate the two. He ran off. I mean, even though she chased him through the woods, and I would have done the same thing. I would have drove my car right through the woods, right after his behind, and I would have got a Taylor ride. Yeah. But my point is, for me as a married woman, I mean, I'm not going to cheat, you know, but, and I don't like what Amber did. That's not it. I didn't even like Amber when she came in the skit. I will say that everything that Anthony has done in this marriage, in this young marriage, is enough to make me leave. They've only been married 2 years, and that baby is a year and some months old. And then Anthony doesn't. I'm sorry. What is that? My phone or something? The noise?
No. Go ahead.
But see, my thing, and I might be biased, but my thing is more with the marriage. Because once you take those vows, all of it doesn't go away. It doesn't wipe the slate clean. But for you to do what you did in that marriage and bring home a baby, expect your wife, and I know Amber is, yes, I'll take you back. I'll, keep the baby. But that part is what I couldn't deal with. You cheat on me during our marriage, I will leave you. Whether I would marry you before that's not something I really think about, because for me, my marriage is sacred. And unless my husband shows me otherwise, I'm staying married.
But let's say
I trust him.
He cheated up to your wedding. Nanya, up to your wedding, he cheated.
I would marry him. I would not marry him.
And that's what the other people
would not marry him.
On the other side of the fence are reacting to.
I would not marry him.
That's what they're reacting to. That is.
But Anthony didn't know. So you can't, I don't know that you can use that particular, I understand where you're going with it, but he didn't know until months after when Shayla used it to extort him and to stand in the relationship. So, and then all the things that Anthony did with the Roe and being at Roe's house, all of those things right there, she didn't divorce him for that. And I get it. But Anthony didn't know about Wayne until later. So if she had known, if it was reversed and it was Anthony doing all of that, like with the strippers and all, would she have married him? I mean, it's a two-headed sword,
That's why I asked that question. That's why I asked that, because what I tried to do is to reverse the role to show you, in other words, where the other pieces are. Let me give 5 comments, and I'm gonna jump you back in. I think Shamin wants to jump in with a little point. And Nanya, he could have still left, but he chose to stay. She took
yes, he did
away his choice. Everyone knows, but him. They all played Anthony. I agree now. By the way, they did know. A lot of people did know about all of this and they never tell him. The next verse says, I hate to say it, but a lot of the people cheat during their engagement. No, up to their wedding, before their wedding, that's a lot. And then Brenda says, Wayne and Amber was a couple though. The night Anthony proposed, they were out on a date. Yeah, but he was actively courting her. So that doesn't really mean, that doesn't take away whatever else it is. And the truth of the matter is, even if Anthony proposed then, she should have stopped right then and there. I'm just responding to you, Brenda. She should have stopped right then and there, because the mere fact that you carried on up to the date of the marriage means that you're with the same thing. What I'm saying is, ladies, if you were in this scenario, just sit down and think, what would you be doing? Because me know a woman, when a woman find out say cheat, the earth is going to open up and a lot of brimstone and fire going to drop down.
A whole lot of fire.
O'Neil.
Goddess.
O'Neil.
Fire.
O'Neil.
Go ahead, Goddess.
Yes,
go ahead,
fire, right? O'Neil. I believe engagement matters. Engagement is sacred as well. So that's what I believe. It's just as important as marriage.
I think so.
So it's just the cheating is just. Yes,
that's what they're arguing.
It matters. That's what they're arguing. With the intention of marriage, I
never said it didn't matter. It does matter, but for me, when you are married, it's something different about being married.
But it was
that is your partner. You are supposed to be as one, and in an engagement, you can break up, give the ring back. But when you're married,
but she never did, with the intention of marriage,
She always kept saying she's getting Wayne out her system.
And that's why she got older.
And she couldn't,
This is why the people are pushing back.
I'm
just letting, thank you very much, Goddess. I'm just letting you know why you get the next side of the fence. So you understand. Because what I want to understand is what is the pushback, where it's coming from. In other words, it's not just, a lot of it is not just necessarily pure. You have some people who just, them might not like the Amber character. We're not talking about those people. That's regular. Some people like Anthony, some like Amber, some like Bethany, some like this. We're talking about the people who genuinely like come with arguments, which I always look at and I said, this is what they may be looking at. They're looking at what happened before the marriage and they're asking the question, hey, but so that's that. for me, I say sure, the baby is like a topper of anything else. What I think they don't want to see is them see them girl Amber doing the thing as though nothing never happened. They don't want to make it feel as if nothing happened before the marriage. That's basically where they're going with it. Charmin, you're itching to say something. Go ahead, Charmin.
Yes, because the thing is, if the shoe was on the other foot, if it was Anthony that was cheating up until the day of his marriage, people would say, oh, he was just getting a last lick. They would not look at it, or they look at Amber doing it. So Oneil, stop the crap. Because people just say, oh, he was just sowing his wild oats. He's getting a last lick. He's making sure he get everything out of his system before he goes tie himself to whatever. It would be different. Trust me, it would not be the same as Amber, as the woman doing it. Maybe for you. But believe me, I've seen it, I've heard it.
Last lick.
All they said, the man is just getting a last lick. No, nothing wrong with that, man. The man just get a last lick. He might get the system. I'm ready for the ball and chain. He might ready to go tie himself to the ball and chain. So therefore, him have to just get him last lick. That is how society look at men cheating opposed to women cheating.
I like that.
Before the wedding.
It's true.
So you're saying it's a last lick, Charmin. Yeah, so what happens is that?
Yes, it's a last lick, but nobody don't want to look at it as a last lick. If it was a man, it would be a last lick. If it was a man, it would be a last lick.
The bachelor party.
It would be a last lick if it was a man.
Yes, the bachelor party too.
Of course, bachelor party, last lick, super, all of that.
The bachelor party.
And Oneil, you know that with you know.
I don't know that.
That's how
I mean,
Oneil, come on. Don't do that. Oneil, don't do that because you know, don't do that. Because her friends would, if it was Oneil, if it was Anthony, Amber friend would be saying, oh, Amber, come on. You know how man stay. Last lick. You have the man. You have the ring. What you worry about? Of course, you know that's what would happen.
Exactly.
Don't do that, Oneil. Don't do that. Don't switch it. Don't make it look like
today.
No, but it's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's a last lick. It would be a last lick for Anthony.
Says the last lick. Hold on,
of course, it would be a last lick because you know how people say last lick, ball and chain. Come on, man. Left the man when just put in a last lick. After he go get married and tie himself to a ball and chain, the man needs to do a last lick. So it was a last lick. So if you are going to say what would happen on the other side, it was a last lick.
Last lick. So you're saying basically for me, it's last
lick.
Why, Charmin, easy enough. Let me read some comments and then maybe into this because I'm in trouble now. Basically, Charmin says it's the last lick. Friends, I'm giving it this out so y'all can answer this. Why does it matter? How many men see strippers at their bachelor parties and still get married? Why does it matter? They're saying because Amber was not a stripper. She was in a committed relationship with me. I think that's what's going to be the argument in that. The next verse says, Keisha, how much money should she take in Anthony Hyde? Most of his money. Plus, he will have peace of mind and stop thinking about Wayne. Anthony wouldn't have a house or money if it wasn't for Amber. The man would broke.
He would have lost his house.
It's true. Anthony needs to be alone. I just knew Wayne was going to stop the wedding. When they didn't let Mike stop Wayne, I was so upset. If you got to cheat up until you said, I do, your heart was never in it. Most people think Anthony was done wrong. But when he found out, he could have left, but instead he shared the vows over and over again. He continued messing with Shayla in her face. Exactly. Then some Charmin. Thank you. You're absolutely right. It's not uncommon for a man to cheat up to their bachelor's party. All right. Dwelling on what Amber did premarital is pointless. There's no need to drag this out. Let's discuss what's happening in the marriage and where they currently are. Miss T says, yep, men get a pass on that cheating during their engagement. Anton will be on Amber when he sees Dave. Women cheat more than men. We're not so sure. That's not what the numbers say we cheat at about the same rate. That's what the numbers.
Come on.
The numbers say we're at the same rate, but that's not true. Wayne tried to stand up at Mike's wedding, at the wedding and Mike's
yes. Stop it.
Right? So Charmaine has brought up a very good point, which is a great point. Do men get a last lick in, right? And a lot of women are saying yes. Men get a last lick in.
Can I make a comment on that? Do you know my husband didn't have a bachelor party? We had a party together because he didn't want that that stigmatism of getting the last lick.
Last lick.
She's right. She's right.
Okay. But the thing is, the problem people is having is, while Amber was courting and she was cheating. That's what people going. I'm gonna give you exactly the flip side of that question, because O'Neil bring this thing two sides. That's all. What people is going to say is, but she was actively cheating. In other words, it wasn't that she wasn't cheating, and then the last night of her wedding, she said, you know what? I'm gonna take the last lick, like you're saying, Charmaine. That's not what it was. What it was she was actively doing rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds to the point where she was even hiding from Anthony. That is what they're going to say.
Same thing they'll do. Same thing. Same thing the man would do. And you would consider it he's just sowing his wild oats. Because that's what they say. Oh, he's sowing his wild oats before he go and tie himself to the ball and chain. He would do the same thing and you'd get a pass if it was a man. So
how much lick? Hold on, Charmaine. So how much lick at the last? 1 or 2? Give me a number.
It don't really matter if it's a 1 lick or 2 lick. But if the man, if it was the man who was cheating, he would get a pass because his friends would say, oh, he's sowing his wild oats before he goes tie himself to that ball and chain. He's just getting it out of his system. So come on, you know that's
but look how much lick Amber get. Look how much lick she get. I'm not 1 lick and not 2 lick.
Lick Amber get. Okay. What
if I lick
How
in?
long were they engaged for? That is a question I keep asking. People make it look like they were engaged for 2 years. How long were they?
Engaged for? That's a good question.
A few months.
How long were they engaged for?
A few months.
Let me answer to the chat.
I said probably a few months.
Yeah, a few months.
About a few months.
And I don't think she started cheating right away when they got engaged.
Let me see.
Come, friends, give me the time on that. See if I can find the time.
I'm checking right now.
If Wayne wanted to stand up, he would have. That's what Mommy says.
He did.
Miss T shows a bunch of tongues because it was there was a lot of licking happening. We need to know about the lick, Charmaine, because it's how lick happened.
It said Amber was engaged. It said Amber was engaged to Anthony for approximately 6 to 7 months before they were married.
6 or 7 months. So Charmaine, 6 months. In my liquor for about 6 months, we in a liquor.
That's too early.
You know that didn't start licking right away when they
on their counter.
That's too early. That's too soon.
Give me a number, Charmaine. Charmaine, give me a number. How many times?
I don't know the number, but they did not start right away. Like she was engaged today and they start doing it tomorrow. You remember when they were in the house and Wayne started to kiss on her and all that, but it was not right after they got engaged. So come on.
In that kitchen. Yeah. Kitchen counter.
It was not right after they got engaged. But and all I'm saying, if it was the man, he would get a pass. It doesn't matter if it was the day after they got engaged, he would get a pass because they're not going to look. He was not the one wearing the engagement ring. So it would not look like he was even doing anything.
Charmaine, how much lick, Charmaine?
It doesn't matter how much lick. I mean, how much lick a Tootsie Rolls have? I don't know.
You remember that?
Nobody will ever know. How much lick is in a Tootsie Roll? Nobody will ever know. Okay.
I'll never figure that one out.
Charmaine, you must me up tonight. Charmaine, you must up on you tonight. You know what? Charmaine, I must say that's a good comeback. Well, and Miss T, I could put up the tongue them inside of the chat. Miss T, I must put up something like this. Why would you just out of
O'Neil, read Angela message.
Which one?
Angela Atkinson, I respond to it.
Let me, Angela Atkinson said, how much stroke did Shayla get? What do you mean how much stroke Shayla get? How much stroke did Shayla get? That's what they ask. Them comparing strokes.
More than what Amber got.
Exactly.
More than what Amber got.
So you're saying Anthony is a long distance student? That's what you're saying? What do you mean? That's what you're saying?
Remember, he started cheating a couple weeks after the wedding. And he does that. How old is the baby? Even when the baby born, he was still stroking it. So he did more than Amber.
He stroked it up to July 4th. What you talking about?
Exactly. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah, 4th of July. Yeah.
The 4th of July was the last day because he was upset that Amber was not going to date with him. Yeah.
So you're saying, so Anthony was stroking longer than what Amber was.
Exactly. Amber licking was less, and Anthony's strokes was more.
So who
and they had a baby on top of that.
And they have a baby
and a baby. And a baby, exactly.
But the baby is, a constant reminder.
Check, please. Check. Because we can't check. Because we can't take the food. Shaman, that must come up with this. Shaman, if it wasn't Shaman, come up with this stuff. With whatever.
But Shaman is right.
Come up with this now.
He's right. He's right. Right.
Don't bother with this internet. Don't bother support the foolishness. You know the chat.
He's right. She's right.
Don't be hating.
Y'all are just out of pocket. Do you support this chat? Do you support this? It's I don't look on the chat.
Of course, the chat support this.
Them are misbehaving in the chat. Yes or no?
Won't support it.
Malcolm not support it. The chat. Let me see if the chat support this. Let me see if chat support this. Ain't no way. Is the chat getting on this? Where you're talking about the hits. Why them just account? Everybody account strokes now. Only know how much stroke can give. Whatever one stroke.
Stroke for stroke. Anthony wins. Shayla wins.
Yep.
Well, friends, I think we can leave it right there. This is it tonight for us.
That's a mic drop.
Watch them support. That's a mic drop. I think y'all really.
That's a mic drop.
Thank you very much, team. Thank you very much, Anthony. Thank you very much, Nanya. Thank you very much, Goddess. One Journey, Shamin, Corletta, and Cassie. Friends, like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to the container.
You too.
Sharon Reviews. I apologize. Sharon Reviews. Thank you, Sharon.
Hey, Sharon, Naya. See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys. See you guys.
Okay.
Welcome to the Oneil Show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.